Hi, I'm Cash, and welcome back to Cash Talks Football. Well, I might change the channel name Cash Coaches Football, because that's what I actually do. It's coach football, which I've done for over 20 years all over the world. And today we're doing Switzerland against Germany, doing a bit of a breakdown. The first thing I'm going to really talk about is this VAR decision about this. It's a goal, right? In my opinion, on my first look at it, I'm going to look at it again here in a second, but I think it's a goal, because they're saying it's a foul and not a handball, which is very interesting. But the first point I want to show you on the build-up to this goal is the fact that, the disallowed goal, is you can see this pocket of space that has been, let me just get rid of those lines because that's terribly drawn, Cash. And how they've made this. So there's their line, and both players, you can see, have got pulled out of position here ever so slightly, and what's ended up happening is he's got too close and enabled this ball into this space here for them to go and exploit and get the ball across the goal mouth on in the first place. Now, they don't score from this, but this is where the rebound happens and the foul comes from this move here. And I want to show you how important it is for you just to get back 2 yards. So the space is the danger, not the ball, when you're this far away from the goal. Remember that. People think the ball is dangerous. Not here. He's too far back. If he's about here, yes, get near that ball. I'm always about yelling about putting pressure on the ball. But when you're in a 2v2 situation like this, one of you has to drop and cover the space. Both of you cannot get this tight and leave that space back here. It's okay for one, not for both of you to be this tight, because this is how you get undone. So if you see your mate pressuring the ball and you see that big space behind, go and make sure you cover the space, because if he doesn't win the ball, the ball goes into the space and you get made to look stupid. So just drop, cover him, and that's what you really need to do. Don't get involved here, because you'll just get beaten by a 1-2, and that's exactly what happens. Let's move this on. Dosh, and as you can see, now it's completely and utterly done, and it's it's not really a foot race, and off they go to get the cross in. And as this cross comes in, you can see how close he is to stopping the cross. That's why it's so important, those extra 2 yards, because he would have been there. And you can see, like, he's almost there stopping the cross. But if he was 2 yards further back, he would have got there to stop this cross as it goes over. As the cross goes across. So this is the impact about here, which is it's going to be about here, actually. These two players coming in, which they say is a foul. Bosh, there. That's what they say is a foul. I can't see it myself. Tell me what you think. We're going to show it from another angle. See, this is the problem I have. He's played the ball. Has he caught him afterwards? Maybe, but you know what? He's already played the ball. They're both going to the ground, and here's the other issue I have with this as well. If the referee calls it on the field, yeah, fine, it's a foul, no one cares. The problem with VAR is coming back in and going, oh, look, there was a foul there now, because it wasn't really. It's a bit of a, the guys cleared the ball. The fact is they didn't win the second ball is the problem, not this. Is this a foul? No, not really. The guy's on the floor, look, you can see he's pulled his foot back. And do they both end up on the ground? Yeah, it's a coming together. It's not really a foul. And again, if it's called on the field, no one's got a problem. The problem with this VAR is people are trying to get involved in the game and inject themselves in, and that's what the problem with VAR is. It's like, we've got to look important. I don't know if anyone's had this in their life with anybody, whether it's been a teacher at school or someone you've worked with, and they're really not that important, but they tell themselves over and over again that they're important, and they make themselves important by doing stupid things and pulling people up for stuff that there's no reason to pull them up for, because and that's what this is here. Again, the ref calls it on the field. I don't think anyone's got an issue, and even I'd complain because I don't think it's a foul. But VAR coming back in and saying, no, that's not a goal. Absolutely terrible decision. Now, remember what I was saying about defending the space and not going to the ball. That's exactly what they do here, but they still get it wrong. And why they get it wrong is I think this might be the guy that crosses the ball. Well, I don't know, he's got an important part here to play. But watch. He makes a little curved run, and he's going to do that. And not one of these defenders sort of tells the other defender that he's even coming. So as we move this forward ever so slightly, Bosh, you can see, look, he's marking him there, and as soon as he goes out away from it, now he's drifting off the shoulder of the other defender, so both have been pulled in just a little bit, right? No one's goal side of him, and I don't think this guy here is actually defending him, because I don't think he knows he's there. These two haven't communicated, but you can see that pocket of space that was on the other side, opening up exactly the same again here. Right, they exploit it exactly the same way. Look, from his shoulder to there, no one's picked him up all the way to receive the ball in the box. So that guy has run from about here, across to one defender, this guy, gone past this other defender, this guy, over here, received the ball, and nobody has gone with him. Okay, this guy did the right thing. As soon as he got to that player, you pass him off, and then he has to tell him to go with him because he's covering the middle now, and he's covering the other defender. The other player here. So he should be completely aware. Right, let me get rid of some of these lines. So this guy here. Sorry, I'm not sure the centre-back's names for Germany. This guy here should have told him to carry on and go over there and mark this player here. He doesn't do either of those things. So when this cross, look at his body shape. Look how out of shape he is when this cross comes over here. He's hunching down. He can't really do anything. And this guy just flicks the ball into the goal. He hasn't done anything really. He's just basically stood there, let the one player run away behind blind side of his teammate, hasn't covered the middle. When the other players come in, just let him run straight through. That is terrible defending. And this is international level, boys and girls. Yeah, it's bad. Let's get on to the Germany goal. So this is the start of the build-up of the Germany goal, and this is what I want you to notice right here. There's 3 German players and no one's marking them. Now you're going to say, Cash, they are marking them. No, he's not. Right? He is not goal side, so he is not marking anybody. He is not goal side, so he's not marking anybody. So if you're going to argue with me about him being goal side, but he's not. And this is the difference of me coaching and you coaching. So he is to the side of him. So let me just draw these 2 players over here so you can see what I mean. So the Germany player's there, and that's where the Switzerland player is. They're facing this way like that. And what he needs to be doing is there. Sorry, that's wrong. He needs to be there facing that way. So his back isn't there, his back is there, right? Because that's where the direction the ball's coming in. He isn't far enough around the side of him. But that's not so much of the real issue of this goal. The real issue of the goal is there's 3 players here, and there's only one player who's kind of half marking. That's what I would call it. He's not half marking, he is kind of half marking. You can see the ball's going to go out wide. They don't really have anyone to pressure it, which is fine, because what they do have is they do have numbers in the box to defend it. But if you look, 1, 2, 3, 4 aren't marking and one's half marking. Now at the point where the ball comes in, you can see that that line has dropped. Perfect, they're all coming back. But you see another player completely unmarked. He's going around the blind side of this guy. A couple of other players have dropped back in, but they're not doing anything. There's no German players for them to be defending. The one player that they could defend is actually behind them. He's making a little late run into the box. But again, you can see now there's 4 German players trying to get around here. And that one, it wasn't marking at all. And the guy that was half marking, no one's doing anything anymore. They've all just got completely and utterly lost. And there's 4 people pretty much. Well, this guy is kind of there. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. But he should be doing the player behind him. He should be marking number 9 in front of him. Not that one anyway. So when this ball comes in, there's 3 jumping with 1. And of course the 3 get the header, not the 1. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players. You've got numbers back. They're just nowhere near the German players. So, yeah, not very good from the Switzerland point of view. They should have done much better. But other than that, I'll see you next time on Cash Coaches Football. Or Talks Football. Tell me what you think.